Hi guys, it's Ravensleep45 and welcome back to Final Fantasy XIV Shadowbringers. And of course, today we're continuing with the Bajsaljen Southern Front Relic Quest. And of course, I'm going to do a short recap of what just transpired on the last quest line for 5.4, where we did the Delirium Regime. Was it the Regime? I think that's Regime, the 24-man raid where you fight 4 bosses, actually 4 or 3 bosses back to back, and then eventually you fight the queen herself, well, a spiritual manifestation of her, where she inhabited one of the traitor's bodies, and we defeated her, but I'm pretty sure she's still alive, unless I forgotten that she died right there and then. And after doing the raid, we noticed that the reinforcements of the Garland Empire is roaming over the battlefield, bringing reinforcements. And that is not good. So I'll be expecting more resistance from the Empire now, since they're going to be bringing their full might upon us. So with that said, let us continue the story. And of course, continue my relic grind. A new playing field. Morax has new intelligence on the Imperial's whereabouts. Blade Paragon. We have least learned the whereabouts of the 4th Imperial Legion remaining installations here in Bajsaljen. Our scouts report sightings of their forces relating in Xandor to the north, which seems to indicate that Castium Lacrus Latour has been abandoned. We deploy a vanguard to advance the enemy's stronghold, but the way is barren by a fleet of warships. Now that the Queen Gunnhildr is no longer a threat, Bajsaljen intends to deploy troops previously held in reserve. We will join them in Xandor shortly. Our first priority is to call. Our first port of call is Camp Vandalis. When you're ready, Sandra will escort you there. I'm pretty sure it's a new area we'll be unlocking. Sweet. Oh, it's my potato friend. Let's say hi to him while we're here. I'm pretty sure he's AFK if anything else. Look at all these people just being AFK here. I'm expecting you, Blade Paragon. If your preparations are complete, let us depart for Camp Vandalis. Xandor now accessible. You have access to Xandor. Like the Bajsaljen front, Xandor can be explored in parties up to 8 players or solo. To embark on your journey to Xandor, speak with Gangos and Gangos. Okay. Please be advised that all excursions in Xandor are item level sync. Gear exceeding the item level of 430 will be adjusted. Okay. So let us go to Xandor. Enter. Look at this place. Okay, so we're going to new heights, new areas, new explorers. Oh boy. Well, at least it's not dark as like the last one is. Xandor. Oh, they have seen better days. Okay, so first order of business, let us attune to the Aetrite Crystal over here. Bum, da, 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 da. Alright. Yes. Okay. Now let's talk to our NPC friend over here. Thank you for coming. I understand this is your first time in Xandar, yes? Even before the 4th Imperial Legion relocated here from Cassius Blackcrest Latoir, it was hardly the most hospitable of places. To see it now, one can scarcely believe it was once of a rich and fertile land. Sadly, it was not spared the savages of the 4th Ambo calamity. In the wake of disaster, this plateau became rich in earth-aspected crystals. Miners were keen to seize the opportunity, and they quickly exhausted the supply of these valuable resources. As the settlers had no other reason to continue living in such harsh environments, the region eventually became inhabited. Until the Imperial decided to establish an outpost here. That is, just when we thought ourselves prepared for their next assault, they ushered in a fleet of ships from Damascus, led by Darida. It has yet moved since dropping anchor. There's no denying the strategic advantage of their present location, but we are not convinced it is fit to serve as a new base of operations. Regardless, rather than speculate over the Imperial schemes, we must take decisive action. Now is the time to deliver the final blow to the 4th Legion. No, 14th, not 4th. If we were to succeed, we first need to deal with the warships, stimulating our attempts to advance. Well, it's a good thing you have us to help with that. Hello, Sid. Do you see those floating rocks formations? One might think that the result of the 4th Ambo calamity, but they are actually caused by the Brosha incident. Huh. When Damascus struck the citadel, vast quantities of energy permeated the site, like carrying to every corner of Russia via aether current. Certain regions were affected more severely than others, and well, the results are self-explanatory. Thankfully, we managed to tap into the energy to erect a barrier to protect the aerial strikes, much like Syria's wall. Nice, nice, so at least they can't bomb our base. Nice. Take that, Imperial scum. But the thing is, sure we have the barrier, but how long can we keep them active? That's the question. As you can see, the barrier only extends beyond the boundaries of this encampment, but it should keep us safe for the time being. Words can ill express my gratitude to Sid for all he has done for us. Ah, shucks. I can't take all the credit. This would have been possible without the equipment supplied by us by the Damascus resistance. What's more, the deal to use this land residual energy came from Lydia, one of my newest engineers. So you see, it was a collaborative effort. Ah, Lydia. But as you said, the barrier can only cover so much ground. If the Dahlia decides to move more than looming ominously in the distance, our troops on the front lines wouldn't stand a chance. If only they were a matter of combating their fleet with one of our own. As things stands, the Eastern Alliance is in no position to lend us any of their ships, and the Bajsaljen have next to none in the first place. Which is true, we don't have anything to combat their forces, so maybe, you know, we can commandeer some of theirs to fill up our gaps. We may not have a fleet, but you have a abundant of residual aether at our disposal. If only there was someone who could help us. Perhaps a world-class engineer in a master of innovation of some such. Cough! Cough! Oh no, you know, cough, cough, Sid. And pray tell where you might find one of those. Yes, point taken. After all, I can't have newcomers like you stealing my thunder. I'll see if I can turn that idea of yours into a workable solution. If anyone else can do it, probably Sid can. We would be lost without the aid of Garland Ironworks and the Eastern Alliance. Their goodwill must be repaid with not less than victory. Okay. Alright, let's talk to Lydia over here. I want that outfit more than anything, seriously. But I have to do that, the 8-man trial thing. That's a nice jacket, if anything else considered. Now that you're here, we have a favor to ask of you. I volunteered to do it myself, but a certain someone insisted I stay put. I think I know who that person is. Your enthusiasm is appreciated, but I'd rather go myself than put any of my workers in harm's way. Besides, this is no job for an engineer. Long story short, resistance means to advance the enemy's position, and to do, they need protection. We aim to erect additional barriers to each outpost they establish along the route to the 14th Legion's base of operation. The trouble is, the residual aether alone may not be enough, so we plan to divert the current for a field. Although the theory is sound enough, we haven't the chance to put it into practice. This is where we're hoping you might be able to help. We need you to take this prototype device and activate in a specific location. Okay. And the location would be in the middle of the battlefield, correct? Another day's life in Erosia, errand girl. That's pretty much what I am in 14. I'm doing errands for everyone in the game, so sounds about right. I know you're only joking, but please don't say such things. I couldn't bear the thought of someone thinking you actually meant that. While the technology involves differ somewhat, in terms of what you actually have to do, it is more or less the same task you perform on the southern front. Think of it as redirecting the stream of aether with a dam. And that purpose allow me to introduce our newly patented diffusion aether manipulator, or DAM for short. Okay. It's actually the same looking device, but called differently. Yes, well, questioning the name aside, I can vouch for his workmanship. All that remains is to put it to its paces. Though I am loath to ask you to bear this burden, our greatest chances of success lies with you, which has always been the case. While you make your preparations, we shall attempt to locate a suitable current. As for me, I best get back to the workshop. I'll see if there's naught that can be done with the Gunnhildr. Alright Sid, good luck with that, while I venture forth to the battlefield and hopefully not get blown up by artillery shells. So what's this now? You're gonna be helping Sid? And of course, Lydia's like, there's love viewing between those two. If you're finished with the discussion, might suggest speaking with our Secretariat. He has wealth of information concerning Xandor, which I am sure will serve you well. Okay. I'm pretty sure he's like that that XIV guy that was also in the Southern Front. I think. Could be wrong. Alright, so I need to talk to you now. Once you set foot beyond the Ironworks barrier, you will face not only imperial troops, but aerial assaults. So wait, that's a little problematic, because I wonder if they will actually do damage on me. Yeah, that would be something else, because like, I just exit the barrier and all of a sudden a turret shell just suddenly bombard me from the sky. That would be, oof. And then there's that whale falling out in the distance. Damn it. Once you set foot beyond the Ironwork barrier, you will face not only the Imperial troops, but aerial assaults. Until you find a way to contend with the air warships, I beg you, be careful. New entries. Oh yeah, the field records. I need to start doing those things. Because there's like a mount, if I remember correctly, if you finish like your complete the field records. 16 high, which is be fine since I already have the rank appropriate for it. So let's continue.